Temps a little hot today at Lincoln Financial Field, but keep in mind it is technically still summer as we get you ready for some football in Philly. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Philadelphia Eagles. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Quickly to the air is Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Burrow looking to pass. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down of the process.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Burrow's throw complete there to Smith. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right and unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. This a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They have the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now, both possessions for this game, they can't wait to get started again.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out come the Bucs now. Mahomes now on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Three 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll get that out to the flat to White. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. To throw, it's Mahomes. He is going to... Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
So that's about as fortuitous of a bounce as you're going to find as it's scooped up and taken in for the touchdown.
And I love how you use the word fortuitous there, because as that popped up, he just happened to be in the right place, grabbed it, and found his way into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first. Now Burrow on 1st down. Flushed out.
Now Burrow loses the football.
And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and, boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point put through by Succop, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Let's go now, let's go. Make plays, y'all. Make plays. Let's go now. You know what we need, baby. Hey, you know what we need, baby. Get it, baby. All right. Let's go, y'all. Keep our boys. This is what you shoot for. Do your thing. That's what it is. That's what it is. Let's go. Get it now. Come on, boys. They ain't got enough.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again.
Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 21 yards. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting to 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From midfield now, Burrow. Got an open man finding Jefferson. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw pulled in by Jefferson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Burrow. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. Touchdown! Nick Chubb as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Until that late score here in the 2nd quarter, they only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach? I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bucs ready to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. That's big Cameron Hayward adding another sack to his career total. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, and talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And some room to roll now. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
2nd down and 7.
A give. This is Chubb. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard.
And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Chubb is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. Burrow will throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Here's Burrow. Touchdown, Eagles. Davante Adams from 4 yards out. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Mahomes. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set. Mahomes. That's complete to Otten. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Mahomes. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Here's Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw it. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. And again, it's Chubb. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Let's do this, man. We gotta be big time now. Come on, let's go. Let's go. It's all like popcorn. Come on now. It's all like popcorn. Here we go. Go get him now. Let's go, man. Play it to the whistle. Let's go to work. Let's go to the Let's be smart. Let's play hard. They can't stop. You want to see him like that? I know you hype. I know you hype.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. So now the Eagles down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. How costly of an interception will that be? It's time to find out. 1st and 10. Burrow. Pass complete to Chubb. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
First down now, but that clock rolling. And now Burrow not enamored with the formation. Instead, he'll signal for a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And he's got this to Jefferson. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Burrow. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Buccaneers have just about sewn up this football game.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we've got an AFC East matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Right to the air is Mahomes.
That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter. The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this 3rd down play.
Yeah, they're going dime. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills getting set to go. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Allen, his throw incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo.
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Mahomes now on first down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They go play fake. Mahomes. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Throwing now is Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Mike Gesicki, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They begin this drive with Chubb. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Allen going to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
On 1st down, Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. So after the INT, it's Allen. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Aaron Donald with a sack.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their 1st sack of the contest.
After the sack on 1st down, Allen, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 35 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Let's go do this thing, baby. Let's smart, baby. Let's be smart. In case get it done as a group. Let's go now. Let's go. You ready to roll? Let's rock and roll, baby. All right, who got him now?
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So now here come the Dolphins.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Now Mahomes. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A 5-yard pass on first down and another 5-yard connection there.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. Now the Dolphins going to... On second down, Mostert. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. That'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Allen to throw it. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills have taken the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Let's go, y'all. Hey, let's go. Let's run, baby. Let's go get it up, me. I'm trying to take it to the back. Ain't no game. Gotta have it, baby. Gotta have it now. Once again, we gotta get it done as a group. Let's go, man. This is where you step up. Right here, baby.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. From the as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Now Allen. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. Now Allen. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Allen. He'll get this, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Mahomes' throw here taken in by Gesicki. Will go down as a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Miami. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Allen.
Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. Allen now looks to throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
He shook his head right when released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. They juked him, and they worked this well upfield across the 45. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. It's complete to Diggs.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. And they're going to go with the jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. He'll get it to the 40. Sweet little move in there, but couldn't get much yardage out of it. The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And the timing a bit off that time as Allen falls to the ground. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And it's 3rd down.
He could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Allen going to throw. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, That kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Chubb, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And Chubb will try the middle here. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Allen to throw. Forced out to his left, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Bills will add to their fourth quarter lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Let's go, man. We're supposed to catch that, baby. That's how we eat. Oh, ain't that something? Hey, what we got? Let's ride. You know what we need. Make plays, y'all. Make plays. Let us dictate. Play the ball, baby. Don't stop that motor. Yeah, Let's go. Let's go. Get him going, baby. Let's go. Give me some. Give me some.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Here's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Mahomes will throw. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert, then get that onside kick. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And did the Dolphins get it? Yes! Miami football. Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by a field goal, 53 ticks to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Trying to hurry to the line on the very outskirts of field goal range. Mahomes to throw it. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 24 yards the game there. Another first down as well. One final try for Mahomes. Right back. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And that will write a finish to this ball game. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.